We are in the 5th week of Lent, and the topic we are about to reflect is unforgiveness. There is a famous story associated with Thomas Alva Edison. He and his team undertook the task of inventing the light bulb, and it took 24 hours to put one bulb together. When it was ready, Edison gave the bulb to the young helper boy to carry up the stairs. Nervously, when the boy climbed the stairs step by step, that extreme cautious steps caused the unwanted to happen. The bulb fell out of his hands, smashed into pieces. Naturally, there was great disappointment and even annoyance with the boy. The entire team worked for another 24 hours to make another bulb. When it was ready to carry up the stairs, to whom Edison gave the second bulb? Yes, to the same helper boy who dropped it and broken it the first time. In the Gospel of Luke 17:4, Jesus says, "If your brother wrongs you 7 times a day and 7 times comes back to you and says, 'I'm sorry,' you must forgive him." The example given by Jesus is an experience which all of us had in our personal lives. If a person wrongs me, I forgive him. He does it again, causes me deeper wound, and I forgive him. He does it again and offends me, and I forgive him again. But this time I'm losing my patience. Don't I have a limit to myself to bear? Should I go on bearing hurts? Don't I have feelings which are sensitive? Perhaps we ask this question, how many times we must forgive the offenses of our brother and sister? Jesus invites us to look into the aspect of God's forgiveness to obtain a solution and an insight to the perennial question, how often should I forgive my brother or sister? If God were to forgive us only a limited number of times, how many days would we have survived? If God were to limit graces X number of times, how many situations would we have endured? If God were to stop granting pardon after a period of time, how many blessings would we have been denied? If God were to take account of all our sins, how many of us would be alive today? Forgiveness does not mean justifying the bad behavior of others, encouraging their faults or situations of wrongdoing or hurts. Forgiveness does mean having no ill feelings and grudging emotions against one who have hurt us. Seeking to love them, praying for them, and avoiding occasions of not putting them down. Every year, Lenten season gives us an opportunity to become more graceful, to become more forgiving, to become more loving. The light bulb of God's grace is entrusted to us by the Lord. Many times we have dropped it and broken it into pieces. Yet the Lord entrusts to us again and again, believing in us and trusting in us. Colossians 3:13. Bear with one another. Forgive each other if one of you has a complaint against another. The Lord has forgiven you. Now you must do the same. Are you ready to do the same with others?